On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Year. So Black women are starting to do better financially than Black men. So all of that to say, the system has been created to split up the Black household, and that's what's happening. So I don't think there's a Black women upset with Black men or Black men upset with Black women. Matter of fact, one more stat: Black men marry Black women twice more than Black women marry Black men. So for all of the Black women out there that are saying Black men hate Black women, that is actually incorrect, because statistically, Black men marry Black women at a higher rate than Black women marry Black men.
Ooh, give her applause, man. Give her applause.
You know what? I need to see that.
Where did you find
I don't believe that part. I actually read something completely different where Black women Black women marry more Black men than vice versa.
On this.
Wait, Logic, you ain't
No,
never,
Anton, that's not green. They're called vanilla.
you ain't never been to insurrection, Logic.
Y'all missing out. Y'all don't know what the piss is going on out here.
You ain't never been to
How you doing,
insurrection.
Miss China? I'm gonna get to you shortly.
I agree
On
with
West
you,
Peach
Anton,
Street.
especially when you're married. I think you should have absolute fun to keep it spicy. If you want to bring toys, I didn't say dildos, but if
That's what I'm
there's
saying.
so many
many
different
things.
vibrators, lotions, jellies,
A lot of fun.
whips. If you're into that,
Yeah.
handcuffs,
Yeah.
unfolds.
Yeah.
What else, Court? What
I'm
else is
dead.
it, Court?
This freaking sound.
Outfits.
I'm
you
asking the
wanna play a little
wrong
dress
person.
up.
Court been to insurrection
So
over there. on West
is
Peach
that
Street.
considered toys though, Courtney? Like doing
Why not?
Everything
role
is
playing
considered
and
a
stuff
toy.
like that? Is that toys?
I would
Okay.
consider
Everything is
that.
considered a toy. Anything.
Because I was just gonna say I'm not a
Because you're
big
using
fan.
costumes. You're
I'm
using
not a big
costumes
fan,
if
but
you're
like
role-playing
doing
stuff.
costuming and like playing role playing and stuff like that. Like
Massage
yeah,
oil.
Yo,
I'm with Logic
listen,
on
we
this
do
one. Like
all
I
kind
just
of
I'm
junk.
an
Like
Anton.
I'll go and pick up, like I'll
Other
go
than,
and
like,
find my
those-
chick, and she'll go into the bar first, and she'll be there, and then I'll go and pick her up. Like everything. Like
yeah.
why is people putting limits
That's
on
a
themselves?
classic.
That is the
That was
most
kind of-
That's not a toy, though. That's not a toy.
That one is so
I'm
wrong.
using an example of not putting a limit on yourself, but there's more toys than a dildo, bro.
Okay, well, that's why I said that y'all. She said she named one a dick ring, and I said Hennessy and Remy were just as good. So give me another toy. I mean, I'm just saying.
Hold on, like I'm gonna let y'all. I'm gonna let y'all think about whatever that next toy is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get
We
my
don't need to
box.
waste
How
our
you doing,
time.
Miss China? Welcome
don't
to the
need to
show.
waste
What you
our
got for
time.
us? You know, my apologies. I know it got a little bit.
Hello, JR.
Hey, I know it got a little bit
Let me
raunchy.
go
but-
get my box of tricks.
She got a box, okay.
If you fuck with Logic, that box going right in the trash. She gonna act like she ain't never had that shit before, and that's on everything.
I was just playing.
All right, y'all. Let me get to China. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well. Good evening, everyone.
Hi, China.
Hello. I don't think it was raunchy, JR. I was surprised by the lack of adventure that people knew about that should happen within the bedroom. As Rilla said, I think it was Rilla who said, like, to keep it going after so many years. If you're confident in what you're able to provide, I'm not sure why bringing in anything would make you lose that confidence. But anyway, thank you for having me on. So I wanted to say a couple of things. One, I mean, there's a lot to be said, but I won't do all of that. One, regarding the political conversation that you were having, I do think it's important, and I kind of wish Kate would have responded to Q to give facts. I think it's one thing, to sit on the panel and give opinions, because I think that's why this platform exists. But I think if we're going to give facts so that we're educated, we got to be correct. So quickly, and then I'll move on from it because I don't really have an opinion about it. 80% of Black men supported Joe Biden, down slightly from Hillary Clinton's 82% in 2016, but significantly down from Barack Obama's level of support among Black men in 2012 and 2008. So historically, Black people are Democrats, overwhelmingly, not the other way around. What I really wanted to chime in, though, is on the gender war conversation. And I'll say that I 100% agree with Mr. Logic, except for the fact that it actually started earlier. So the divide in the Black household actually started with the Great Depression. As soon as Black men went to war, that's when the system came in, the government came in and started talking about Black women, not just Black women, but I only care about Black people. Black women, here are some benefits so that you can thrive, which they should have done because their husbands were at war, so that you can thrive. And then, as Kayla said, and as Mr. Logic was also saying, over the course of time, as Black men went to the Vietnam War, as Black men started going to jail, mass incarceration, as Kay brought up, because there were unfair drug laws, right? The 3 strikes laws in California, you get more time for crack versus cocaine, which we all know back then, a lot of Black folks, because we were lower income, did crack and not cocaine, so we would get more time. So as a Black man started to leave the home, not because of the woman, but because of the system, as Mr. Logic said, then women, Black women, decided that they didn't need Black men anymore, and that it was actually more beneficial to them, whether right or wrong, to Anton's point about there being more benefits of being married, because Anton is right about that. But that does not mean that society understands that. What society understands, what the 22-year-old looking out her window sees, is not a lot of folks being married. She sees a lot of other single Black women who have children receiving checks from the government. That's what she sees. So she's not able to articulate and understand that marriage is a benefit. And so I do think Mr. Logic is right about that, and it persists today. Now Black women are, and this is statistics, you can look it up, more educated, have higher education than Black men. Black women are starting to do better financially. All of the 6-figure Black women call in the Kevin Samuels show, and Kevin Samuels has to remind them that the average Black man makes $40,000 a year. So Black women are starting to do better financially than Black men. So all of that to say, the system has been created to split up the Black household, and that's what's happening. So I don't think there's a Black women upset with Black men or Black men upset with Black women. Matter of fact, one more stat, Black men marry Black women twice more than Black women marry Black men. So for all of the Black women out there that are saying Black men hate Black women, that is actually incorrect, because statistically, Black men marry Black women at a higher rate than Black women marry Black men.
Ooh, give her applause, man. Give her applause.
You know what? I need to see that. Where did you find it? I don't believe that part. I actually read something completely different where Black women Black women marry more Black men than vice versa.